everybody, what's going on? Well, we got something special today. We got some phones from Injora, as you saw in the video title there. We got both of them. We got the green and we got the yellow. So basically, the green are the soft ones. We call them soft, and they really are very soft. They're actually a little firm and soft. And we got the yellows, which are super soft, which are very, very soft. So basically, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna test them out. We're gonna run these. We got two sets of tires here, the exact same set, so they're both 62 millimeter Injora crawler tires with all-terrain. So we're gonna use these two sets with these two inserts. Now, I got a couple different wheels here. I have the Injora. This is the all brass wheel, and we're going to use these since they're heavier. We're going to go ahead and run these with the green foams over here. We're going to test, we're going to see how much it will support on the foam. It's going to be on the insert, I'm sorry, it's going to be good. And we're going to see how it acts on the side hills when we're trying to hit a side hill. To see if there is enough sidewall support on both of them, so it'll be on the green and the yellow. But the yellows aren't going to have the same exact wheels. They're going to have another set of wheels. These are the Injuras. These are the B-locks with the brass rings. So yeah, it's a little dull. I've had it for a while, so it's kind of lost its shininess. But yeah, these are brass rings. So we're going to run these super soft ones with the standard B-locks with the brass ring. We're pretty much going to do exactly the same thing with both tires and wheel combos. Now, we're going to do this and we're going to compare them to each other, and on top of that, we're going to compare them here to our standard Injora wheel and tire set. So basically, these are your standard 62 millimeter crawler tires. These are the mud terrains. They're also very soft and they grip very well. I've used these before and they're very grippy. But these don't have the silicone inserts. They have the standard Injora foams that will usually come with your tires when you buy them. So we'll be pitting this guy against this guy and against our little IR40 here. The wheels are off because I took the B-locks off, get them swapping around, so I'm going to be putting them on here pretty soon. So basically what we're going to do here, we're going to run, this thing's really heavy, so we're going to run the super softs with these green B-locks on this one, okay? And we're going to run the heavier brass wheels on our LC80 FMS FCX18 here. So we'll be running the soft ones here and the super soft ones on here. This truck will have the heavier brass wheels with the soft foam, and this will have the softer wheels with the standard B-locks with just the brass ring. And of course we'll just put it up against this guy. So we're going to compare each individual tire. We're going to do some rock crawling and pretty much some side hilling. We're not going to do much other. We're just going to do that to see how well they hold up on the rocks and how well they grip and how well the tire mounts. So, or I mean, mounts into the rocks, and we're going to see if the tire slips or stays straight on the side hills. So it's just going to be basically two tests: rock crawling and side hilling for all of these tires. It's just to see how balanced they are in each individual situation. We're going to go ahead and put all these wheels and tires all together, and we'll come back and we'll show you what they look like. Thank you. Okay guys, we're back. Man, I'm sorry. That was a real pain. Man, I'll tell you what. I put the super softs on these 62 millimeter tires, but the inserts are designed for 62 to 64 millimeter tires, but with a 24-inch width. And these are 62s, but they're 22-inch splits, so a little more narrower. So it's a real pain to get the beak get together. It kept slipping from one side to the other. It was really complicated, but we figured it out. We got the soft bones in here, working fine now. But I wouldn't recommend using these crawler tires unless they're 24 inches, well, 24 millimeters wide, because it was real hard to get the beak together. Especially these big locks with all little screws in there. They're probably a nightmare. They're a real nightmare to put back in there. So I wouldn't recommend probably using these with these inserts. I did it because I started it and I might as well just finish it, but it was not easy. Now feeling the tire here, it feels very soft, but I really can't see any difference. I mean, it feels a lot harder than it did when I had the foam on. So these are the super softs. I'm thinking maybe because of a smaller tire size, 52s, I guess it's a little more compressed. So I think it made it a little bit tighter. We'll see how they work out there. So these were a pain. Do not use these big locks on these inserts, and make sure you use 24 millimeter wide tires if you want to fit them in properly without any issues. Alright, these are the super softs. These are the green ones, the soft ones. I found some 54 by 24 millimeter tires I had in one of my cars. So I swapped them out, and the inserts fit perfectly well in here, like no problem. It went right in, the beads went in perfectly, easy. So if you are going to buy these, I'd probably just go with 64 by 24s. They'll fit better, they're easier to deal with, and they're not so pain than with these smaller 62s, okay? Also, yeah, they definitely feel pretty firm. Even though these are a little more compressed, they are slightly softer than these are. So looking at the sidewall strength here, it looks pretty good, pretty solid. So these are the heavier ones. They're on the brass wheels, for the Injora brass wheels. With the truck itself got some brass here and there. It's not very heavy, but it's just a heavy all around truck because of all the stuff it's got on there. It's got a lot of weight, but this one's actually a little bit heavier than this one is, kind of. Okay, so that goes to our two inserts. So we got super soft, and we have our standard Injora 52s on standard foam. So we're gonna go ahead and take these guys out to a local rock garden, and we're gonna go ahead and start testing these out. I'll see you guys out there. Bye. Hey everybody, well, we're here at the local rock garden. We're gonna go ahead and give these guys a test. So basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna get each individual car, we're gonna run it all the way across here through these little rocks over that wall, and then back, and we're gonna cross the entire rock garden till we get to the other side where the sidewall is at, and we're gonna do a sidewall over there, and then we're gonna go over and down till we get to the end of the rock garden. So basically we're going to record each individual car doing that, and then we're going to focus on the tires as we're going down the entire rock garden to see how they hold up and how they mend over the rocks, and see how they do. So just a reminder, these are the Injora silicone inserts for 1-inch tires for 62 to 64 by 24 millimeter tires, and we are running the soft tires on the yellow LC80 here. We are running the super soft ones on our IR40, and we're running standard foams and tires on our Blazer back here. So we're going to start with the Blazer. We're going to follow through with the IR40, and we're going to do the LC80 at the very end. Okay? Alright, let's get to it. Wow. Okay, so we're running the Blazer right now. We're heading down to the rock garden. Okay, see how the foam is mending pretty well there when you go up the hill. It does a pretty good job of holding up as it's turning. The side hill there, kind of a small one. Okay. Now we're going to focus on the left side of the tire. See how it's looking. We're going to go through here. You see how it's kind of rolling over a little bit? This is with standard foam. Okay, we're going to go down. And that. These FCX trucks are really nice for crawling. They got really great crawl control. Okay, we're going over this rock here. See how that tire is going. These are standard foams, FYI. The tires are contouring pretty well on the rocks here with the standard foam. And of course, this thing's a really great crawler. It does a really good job most of the time. Alright, go. To be honest, I don't even know the T-Rex for ability will do all these rocks, but we're going to do our best. It's so low to the ground, it'll probably be getting hung up every 5 seconds, but this guy's doing really well with the portal axles. The tires are holding up really good. Okay. Right, we're on the side hill. We're gonna go ahead and take this whole side hill all the way down to the very end and go over that cliff on the side. See how well it does. This is standard foam, not the insert. It's definitely losing a little sidewall power there, but it's doing pretty good with the slow crawl. Alright. A little sidewall power there. But it's doing pretty good with the slow crawl. Okay, we're over the side hill and down this hill over here. We're going to see how well the tires grip as we're going down. By the way, I do have this blazer set on brake, front, forward, reverse. So there's no in between. It just automatically stops. There we go. All right. Okay, we're almost at the end of the line here. Oh, you can see the blazer itself is a great crawler, so you can see how well the tires gripped up with the foam and how well they were composing over the rocks. Alright, come over here, we'll finish, and then we'll continue with the IR40. Alright, there we go. That's it. Did a great job. So now you know how the standard foams work on these tires without any upgrades. So they did a really good job all the way around. We're gonna go ahead and go back and get the IR40 and do the same thing. Okay, here comes the IR40. The IR40 is running the super soft foams on 62mm tires. I mean the super soft silicone inserts, not the super soft foams. I don't know why I keep saying foams, but super soft silicone inserts. Here, see how it's going over. See how all these tires hold up on the side hill. Okay. Alright, we're gonna go down this way. See the other side we get with the blazer. See how well these tires hold up on the side. They seem to be doing pretty good. I feel like I have a little bit more resistance from sliding over than the standard foams do. They're less prone to slide over when it's going down the side hill. Alright. Just an FYI guys, this guy's got trail gears on it, so I believe it's going to struggle a bit more on the rocks than the Blazer did earlier, so it's going to be more of a challenge. We'll see how it goes. You can't go as slow as you did with the Blazer, so you got to kind of punch the throttle a little bit sometimes. Alright. Yeah, it just makes things a little bit more complicated when this truck has no crawler gears on it. We're doing what we can, but so far the foam, the inserts seem to be doing a pretty good job here. They're not like as squishy as the traditional foam inserts. I apologize for the jumpiness. It's just the way I have it rigged that it does that. So, you know, I do a lot of trailing videos. I don't do a lot of crawling videos, so this might be a little more harder to deal with than the Blazers. You can see, even with the super soft foams, the tires don't seem to be compressing too much over the rocks. So maybe if you put these softer foams on a larger tire, you might get a little more squishiness on it. But as far as these go, they're definitely not contouring as much as the Blazer was with the standard foams on it. It kind of seems to kind of just jump over the rocks every time it hits it. It's still gripping onto it. It kind of just bounces over it. But it's going good so far. See right there on that rock, the right front tire, there's not a lot of squish in it. You can see there, it's kind of like not really contouring very well. It just kind of just gets over there and kind of just slides off when you go in there. But they definitely are firmer fit with these smaller tires. So I definitely recommend running these inserts in larger, probably 64 by 24s. I think that's the best fit for these. They perform a lot better that way. Right now I feel like a little bit too compressed on these smaller tires, so I definitely recommend running these on 64s with by 24s. Yeah, but they're doing good. They're gripping up okay. I mean, they're not super squishy. They're pretty firm, so you know, for most situations, in my case, is that I do a lot of trail videos. These will work fine for me. In at least the way I do things. But you know, some of you guys might want to prefer something a little softer, maybe, or you're not like trail guys like I am. You guys prefer rock crawling, so these might work for rock crawling if you have a larger tire and wheel combo. I believe these will be a lot better on some 64s. Maybe even on 68mm tires. It'll definitely give you a softer approach. You see how I move the tire to the left there. It's not really squishing down that much. So see how it goes. We're up on the side hill now. See how it does. Well, as far as side hill goes, dang, those tires hold it well. They're not even like bending over to the side. They're just pretty much firm and straight. They're holding it really, really well. No issues there, that's for sure. Okay, let's go to the other side now. Okay, last time I ran through here, this guy flipped over, so I'm gonna go super, super slow and barely touch the throttle. Okay, here we go. We made it down. All right. Oh, I'm stuck. Let me get me out of there. Tire fell into the side. There we go. it's a little top heavy. I do have the extra firm shocks on the back because this was on the Defender body, so the shocks on the back are a little harder than they should be because the Defender is heavier body. We will be putting the Defender body back on this body here again soon, so that's the reason why I didn't remove them, so bear with me. Alright, here we go. I like the way they did it. They held up really good on the CAG Hill. Definitely don't squish as much over the rocks as the foams did on the Blazer. But it's definitely a better, firmer sidewall indeed. Alright, here we go. That's the IR40. Okay, let's go grab the Land Cruiser. Okay, here comes the Land Cruiser. This one has the soft green foam, green silicone inserts. So these are 64mm tires by 24mm width. Look, like I mentioned earlier, the foam, the inserts fit perfectly on this size of tire without any problem at all. They just went right in, the beads went right on, so I recommend probably running those inserts on these larger 64 by 24mm tires. Alright, here we go, back up this little hill here. We're going to go down the CAG Hill again. I will give it the Blazer and the IR40. It's a small CAG Hill compared to the other ones, but you can see here. These tires are holding up pretty well. They're doing a really good job. They're much more firmer for sure. There's hardly any kind of fold on that tire coming down the hill. Alright. The tires are contouring on the rocks for sure. They're definitely not folding as much, but the sidewall support is excellent on these green ones. These are actually mounted on the all brass Injora classic style wheel. So they're really heavy. And the foams add a little more weight to it as well. I mean the inserts because of the silicone. So they are a little bit heavier. So let's flip it over. Lost control there. go. I really love the way these guys crawl, man. These things are amazing with the low speed. Compared to the TRX4M with the IR40 body, man, these things are just awesome. I can't say anything bad about them. Alright, well, hopefully you can see here on the right, top right, left tire there, right tire. See how I'm kind of turning my tire around? See how well it's holding up? So, yeah. It breaks up pretty good. They fold just enough to go over the rock. And these being the soft ones, with a heavier brass wheel, they seem to be holding up really well. This rock here, see how it's folding, how it's going up? Really good job. Alright, we're at the CAG Hill. Same deal. Going around. They're doing a really good job. Even with the heavier brass wheels, the sidewall strength holding up pretty well. Let's go up a little higher here on the sidewall. Make it get more of an angle. Yeah, it's doing really good. Look at that. That's just awesome. Hardly any kind of slipping. It's just going as it should. Alright, back down the other side. Yeah, man, this guy just killed it. Those tires are really good. Those are one of my favorite tires. The crawler tires are really good. They call it rock terrain. Yeah, they do a really good job on the rock. All right, there you have it. We're all here at the very end. Final thoughts? Well, I'll tell you one thing. They all do a pretty good job. I mean, you know, the Blazer has these standard foams. It crawls excellent. The IR40 struggled a bit because, you know, it has trail gears, but those tires, if you put those inserts inside a larger, like a 64mm tire, like we did with the LC80, I think they're gonna do a really good job on the rocks and hold up really well and be nice and squishy. As far as the green ones go, the soft ones, on the LC80 with the bigger tire, they did a great job. They weren't flexing too much over the rocks, but the tire itself helped keep the truck balanced on the rocks without slipping much. But yeah, I mean, if you want to do a lot of crawling, like really hardcore crawling, I definitely probably recommend getting some 64mm by 24mm tires and adding those yellow foams, the super soft yellow foams into that tire. It'll definitely help the tire contour much better on the rocks. In this case, it was a little firmer because we had the smaller tire, so it kind of compressed the actual insert a lot. So, but in the LC80, the insert was completely standard. There was no squishing, so it did a great job and it held up really well. All for all, in my situation, personally, me, by the way I do my trucks and the way I run them, with my trail runs, I'll probably stick with the soft greens because of all the trailing I do on those larger tires. I think it'll work excellent. Other than that, you know, y'all get a pretty solid job on these rocks, and no complaints, guys. Well, anyways, thanks guys for coming in and checking out this comparison. Hopefully you guys learn something and a thing or two, and hopefully it's helpful for you guys to pick whichever insert you prefer for your eventual rig. Alright fellas, thank you all much. Y'all have a good one. See you on the next adventure.